Welcome back. Well, this week we're going to be sharing some stories about neighbors. We're calling it Our Neighbor Nightmares. This is all based on, did you like that?
Yeah.
Neighbor Nightmares.
We're calling it Neighbor Nightmares.
Neighbor Nightmares.
Look at that.
Look at that. Neighbor Nightmares. It's all kind of based on that uber popular app. What's it called? Nextdoor app that I'm sure a lot of you participate in. I'm going to begin, and before I say anything, I encourage all of you to join the conversation on our socials, on our social medias. I gave you kind of a preview of this last week when I said, you know, we live in a communal living space. We live in a condo development, and I know that the American public will be with me. We have a severe problem that is not going away, and that is the neighbors leaving their dogs off leashes in the hallways, outside. And we have a boxer and a French bulldog, and we leave them on leashes. I mean, I'm not just saying this, but you will never see our dogs off leashes. So Colin has the morning duty because obviously I'm here with you, and he said at least 50 times a year. Probably more. I don't know. He will go out in our little potty area for the condo unit, and he will have our dogs on leash trying to control them. And, you know, Vern will have their dog just running around. They will approach our dog. And thank goodness Dexter, who's a boxer, is friendly. But Dexter, as I joked last week, Dexter is like, get back, girl.
Please don't come up to me.
Yeah, get back. And you all know this. No matter how nice a dog is, they're dogs and their behaviors can be unpredictable. Well, this took an additional step. Last week, you know, after we got that big snowstorm, Colin texted and said, you would not believe what I have witnessed for the past 2 mornings. He said, the neighbors, some neighbors are standing in the vestibule right outside the little bathroom area, pushing their dog outside and staying in the vestibule all nice and warm because they don't want to go outside. There are 2 problems with this, TV friends, and you know what they are. Number 1, dog's still off leash. Number 2, they're not cleaning up after said dog, which is just so lazy. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, I don't like to get cold. I don't like to go outside. If you have a dog, you know that night potty run, you're like, oh, you beg your spouse to do it, but no one likes to do it. But I'm sorry, don't mean to be harsh. That's part of dog ownership in a downtown environment in a condo. You don't have a house.
You don't know, and you don't know where they're going to run. You
What?
don't know where they're going to go either.
Yes.
Like they could run out and dash off. I mean, that's terrifying. That should terrify someone.
I just don't think it's neighborly, and I don't mean to sound Donna Reed-ish, but we really try to be as good as neighbors. Like, look, do I turn Dallas up a little too loud sometimes? Sure. Do I watch my Star Wars movies sometimes a lot? Sure. But all joking aside, I try to be neighborly, and I would hate to have anything happen like a dog fight or anything, you know, because Dexter, he gets moody.
Right.
And I know that shocks you being owned by me, that my dog could be moody, but...
The joke writes itself.
And Chris laughed at that one. Yeah, exactly.
No, I get it. Our Harvey is like that. She's super friendly if she knows you, but she's very timid. And so if you come running at her, human or dog, she's immediately on her hackles a little bit.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have to deal with that. That's not fair.
No. And so on Friday, I posted a lovely message to our development Facebook page. I
thought it was well written.
I was very constructive. I just said, and then I ended it with, have a lovely week.
And what happened?
And I got 7 likes on it. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Tomorrow, Kendall will share her neighborhood nightmare story involving a damaged fence. And then on Wednesday, producer Ted talks about the woman who lived below him. Doesn't that sound like a Lifetime movie? Yes. Like The Woman Who Lived Below Ted.
That one show with that new show with the woman who lived in the window.
The worst roommates ever. It does sound like The Woman Who Lived Below Him, starring Ted Johnson and Meredith Baxter.
Meredith Baxter.
The mailbag is coming up next. Stay with us. Back in a moment, everyone.